Hello Techies, welcome back to our channel UiPath by Sujitha. In this video, we are going to do a practice session. In today's workshop, we are going to automate a simple interest calculator. So before going to that, thank you so much for your valuable support to this channel. Also, if you are a new visitor to our channel, please subscribe the channel for channel growth. Also, if you like our videos, give a like to the video and also share with your friends and colleagues. This will help in growth of the channel as well as boosts me up to give great content and to come up with new practice sessions and all. Thank you so much. So let us dive into this practice session without any delay. Now you could guess, simple interest calculator. What we are going to do is, we are going to create a simple interest calculator. So we are supposed to ask the user to enter the amount of the initial deposit and the period, say multiple choice like 1 year, 3 years, 5 years example like that. Later calculate a simple interest based on the initial deposit and the period given, 3 years or 5 years like that. Later, we are supposed to display on screen the cumulated interest at the end of the period. The period may be 5 years, say suppose after 5 years, what will be the total interest and the final deposit balance. So this is our agenda. So quickly move on to your studio. I request you to please open your UiPath Studio and do these practice sessions along with me so that it will be helpful for you whenever time comes. Also, this helps you in learning if you are a new learner in UiPath. Okay, so I have created a separate project for our practice sessions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sequence, say calculate simple interest. Okay, so this is going to be our sequence. So as a best practice, always rename the activities, also provide the annotation wherever it is needed. I hope you are doing along with me, right? Okay, now then let us give an annotation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the same here so that it will be helpful for us whenever we refer it later. Fine. Now in our main, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask the user, right? For that, use input dialog activity. Okay, so let us rename this ask user. What we are asking for the time, I mean to say the period and amount. Okay, so give the dialog title as amount and period. First, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask for a amount. Okay, let me ask for the amount alone. Yeah, please provide the amount you want to deposit. Okay, so this is going to be a text box alone because it is not a multiple choice. So use Ctrl K to create a variable so that we can store the value which we receive from the user. Okay, so let it be like int amount to be deposited. Now one more input dialog which is going to be a multiple choice, right? Because we are providing an option like 1 year, 3 year, 5 years like that. So it is going to be a multiple choice. So I'm going to give the deposit period, say me give it more specific. Deposit period. Okay. Now select the deposit period from the below. Okay. Now see, input type we have text box and multiple choice. Like earlier we have given a free text box. Now I am going to select this multiple choice. Now we are supposed to provide the multiple choices. In this question, what are there? Multiple choice should be 1 year, 3 years and 5 years. So let us go back and provide the same here. Okay. Yes, I have given 1 year, 3 years and 5 years. Okay, fine. Okay. Then what else are there? We are supposed to create a variable to store the option which is selected. For that, I am going to use str. I used Control K to create a separate new variable. Deposit period. Okay. So quickly go back to our main int. We are supposed to adjust this to int and it is in main string. Okay, fine. Now let us just test this until here to make sure whether we have we are in correct flow or not. Okay, so I hope you are following along with me and you are doing this practice session along with me, right? Let us test this. It is supposed to ask me to enter the amount. Okay, so I am going to enter say 5,000. Okay, then it is asking for years. See, select the deposit period from the below. Say if I say 3 years, let us see. Until here we are done. Now let us go back to our code. Now let us calculate the simple interest. So come back to a simple interest sequence where we are having some, let us take a switch because we have some 3 different years, right? 3. Based on this input, it is supposed to calculate, right? So it is time to figure out which is the best control flow statement. That means whether to take if, else or switch. So let us take switch. So I am taking a switch case, drag drop. Okay, so our expression will be the input from main box, right? Main, that is this one, deposit period. So let us create the same argument here and calculate simple interest. Fine. So this is going to be in direction, right? Yes. Now based on this expression, it is supposed to list out. So if it is what we have given 1 year, right? If it is okay, it is selected as end. Let me change this to string. Done? Yes. Let me now create this first case, that is 1 year. Fine. Now in this we are going to calculate the simple interest. What is the formula for simple interest? Let me give you the formula as well. Deposit amount into rate per year into the time period. Okay, this is going to be the formula. So consider if it is for 1 year, let us give, say for example, if it is for first 1 year, maybe rate could be some 6.5%. Okay, if it is 2 years, we might be giving it for 7%, and if it is for 5 years, we might be giving it for 7.5%. Okay, let us consider this for time being, and the formula is going to be this one. Now let us go back. Yeah, we are going to calculate. Yes, for that what we are going to do is we are going to use an assign activity and use Control K. We are going to calculate the amount. Okay, so the interest. Okay, so before that, here we are supposed to pass this value, right? Where is this? Yeah, int amount and deposit period. For that, what we have created deposit period as int direction. The same way we are supposed to create the int deposit amount, right? Which is going to be an integer and in direction. Fine. And one more variable, that is out variable, which is going to be your this one. I have created a variable, right? Instead of this, I am going to remove this one, delete. Yep, this is going to be, yeah, simple interest. Okay, out variable. So this needs to be out and integer. Fine. Yes. Now let us use the same. Say out simple interest. Okay. How much it is? Let us use the same formula what we have learnt. For this, I'm just increasing this for our better visibility. So deposit amount into rate. This is for first one, right? 1 year. How much we took for 1 year? 6.5. 6.5 into time period. Say for example 1 year, right? This one. So 1 year by 100. I think we missed that in here. Okay, by 100. Okay, so let us see what is this error. I think double to integer, because it might get some double value, right? So let us convert this to double. Double, yes. Double. Yes, double, it done. So the error gone. Now let us see how it is working. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm invoking this particular file to main. Go to your main and then just invoke this calculate simple interest. Import the arguments. So it needs to be str, and here we are supposed to pass the int deposit amount. Int deposit amount, that is amount. Okay. So out, let us create one variable, that is double simple interest, right? Simple interest. Okay, so let us just change the scope of this variable, that is double. Yeah, it is under main sequence. Okay, fine. Now let us give a run here so that we can test the first one. Okay, so it is asking for the deposits. Say for example 4,000 I am depositing, and for 1 year, because we have selected or given only for the first one, right? 1 year. So let us see this. Yeah, it says 260, right? Now let us go back to our calculate simple interest, and let us remove this log message, and then let us complete the other cases as well. Say for example 3 years, right? Did we give years or how? Let me see. Yeah, 3 years and 5 years. So one more new case for 5 years. 5 years. Make sure you have to give the clear same exact match to the options what you provided, because based on this only we are deciding to which case it is supposed to go and execute, right? Okay, so if you suppose it is a string one, you are supposed to change this property accordingly here, type argument, right? This we have already learned. Okay, for more details about the switch use case, you can watch our video, especially exclusively on switch demo. Okay, so you just go to our playlists and type switch. You can get a video, multiple videos on switch. Okay, so now let us complete this quickly. Just copy this assign and then use it here as well as here. Accordingly, change the value here. Go to properties, because for 5 years what we have considered, we considered 5 years 7.5 and 2 years 7, right? So change it accordingly, say 7.5, and then for 3 years it is 7 we took, right? So similarly change this to 7. So the rate of interest. Okay. So now what is our last step? So now we are good with this. Last step is we are supposed to display on screen the cumulated interest at the end of the period and also the final deposit balance. So the final deposit will be the amount which we earned through the interest plus our original deposit amount, right? So we are supposed to use that. So what we are going to do is our out argument will give the interest which we earned. Okay, so now going back to main, after this I am going to use a message box where what I am doing is amount, what we can say, cumulated interest. The cumulated interest at the end of the period and the final deposit balance. Let me say like cumulated interest for how many years we have selected. Okay, for we can say what is the one which we have selected, it is STR deposit period is, let me maximize this, okay, cumulated interest for, so suppose 1 year is 1 year for the amount, what is the amount where we have stored, it is in int amount, right? Amount is the cumulated interest for so and so period, say for example 1 year, for the amount, say for example 5,000 is how much? It is supposed to be at where it is out one, right? Out, we got some out variable, right? What is that? It is under double simple interest. Okay, so let us test this. Actually what happened is, this is about to say like because of this conversion, right? So for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a math method. Okay, we can use this math.round to dot string to string. Okay, now it is gone. Just save it. What we are going to do, math.round of double simple interest comma 2 to string. Still it is showing disallows conversion string to. Okay, fine, let me convert this. Since the deposit amount is also an integer, it has thrown that exception. So now that we have converted everything to string, let us test this part. Later we can calculate the second one, that means the final deposit. Okay, now let me run this file. Okay, so I hope you are doing this along with me. So see, when you watch any video of considering the practice session, you may not get this kind of exception or how to deal with all these issues and all, right? When you practice this along with the video, when you while watching, you will come to know, you will feel that real-time experience. Okay, now see, I am going to give, say for example 5,000, so let me give 50,000, and then see, let me take 3 years now. Now let us see the cumulated interest for 3 years for the amount 50,000 is this much, right? Now what we are supposed to get, this is first part, right? The second part is the final deposit balance. So this one 50,000 plus this should be displayed on screen. So for that, what we should do, let us use the same one. So use, this is done, plus VBLF. Okay, say deposit period, deposit, final deposit, let us say final deposit at the end of, what is the period, we can say deposit period is we can consider both, right? Again the math round. What is the amount we have? Int amount plus double simple interest to dot string. Fine. So this is what is going to give, right? Just save this, and let us rerun this file. Okay, so now our expectation is it is supposed to give both the values. One is the total interest and the other one is final deposit amount, okay, along with the interest. So I am going to give some 1 lakh rupee. Sorry, 1 lakh, okay. And then say 5 years. Now let us see. The cumulated interest for 5 years of the amount is 7,500. Final deposit at the end year is this one. Okay. I hope this is clear to you. Let me consider this completely. Yes. Okay. So the use of this particular video is you could able to get to know a different concepts, say how to use the switch case, how to use input dialog, how to use a math round, and also how to figure out the issues while converting from int to double or double string, or while using switch case we encountered something like we are supposed to change the argument to string, all these concepts, right? So when you just go through any video or when you just go through any practice session, you may not encounter all these issues, right? So this is a best example of real-time developing automation. Okay, So I hope you got this clear information on various aspects using this video. If you like this video, give a like and share your feedback or suggestions through the comments box. Also, I will address all the requests which have been posted so far through the other comments, through the comments in other videos as well. Thank you so much for the support so far. If you are new visitor to this channel, please subscribe the channel for channel growth. Meet you through our next videos. Till then, keep watching our videos. Happy learning and happy automating. Bye bye.